time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Hello everyone. We're going to do a request. This request comes in from my reaction comparison of Fleetwood Mac versus Judas Priest doing the song The Green Manalishi. The YouTuber making the request goes by the name of Alan Knox. And Alan writes this: "You mentioned two guitars in both Fleetwood Mac and Judas Priest. The link between the two is Wishbone Ash. Also two guitars. One of Wishbone Ash's influences was Fleetwood Mac, and Ash influenced Judas Priest, amongst many others. Check out Lady J by Wishbone Ash. All the best." I thought that was kind of interesting comment. I just received this comment, in fact, yesterday, and I thought, okay, that's kind of cool that Fleetwood Mac influenced Wishbone Ash, and Wishbone Ash influenced Judas Priest, all two guitar bands. Wishbone Ash, I only own one of their albums. I had their first album, and I love the song Blind Eye. And they had a lot of songs with the dual guitars in them on that first album. In fact, I did a reaction, about 3 years ago for the song Blind Eye. But I never followed up on Wishbone Ash after that first album. So I thought this is kind of cool. I'd never heard the song Lady J before, and it'd be kind of interesting to know what album that came from and what they were sounding like. So I had to look it up. And there it was. The album was called There's the Rub. And that came out in November of 1974. Now, this album featured a new guitarist and vocalist by the name of Laurie Weisfield. And they stayed with the two guitars on this album. This was their fifth studio album, and it was recorded here in the United States. It was the first album they recorded in the United States. The second guitarist is Andy Powell, and then we've got Steve Upton on drums and Martin Turner on bass. There appears to be some organ and synthesizer on this album. That's done by Elbhe Galutin, I think that's how it's pronounced, and some congas played by Nelson Flaco Padran. So the song Lady J is about 6 minutes long, and it says here about the song. It says the lyric of Lady J is based on the Dartmoor folk legend about Kitty J. Now, I don't know anything about the Dartmoor folk legend nor Kitty J. There is a link to it in Wikipedia, so it may be something I'll have to look up and read after I hear this song. So I'm anxious to hear this. It says that, like I said, it said they kept the two guitar sound on this fifth album. Let's hear it. So here's the song called Lady J from the album There's the Rub. Nice. I love the fade in. That's kind of cool. A lot of songs, hard rock songs like this just kind of start. And either the guitar comes in real heavy or the drums come in real heavy. This is kind of cool with that synthesizer, and that's where the synthesizer was that fade in the beginning with guitar laid over that synthesizer, and then the cymbals come in, and I think the cymbals kind of like explode the song, start the song out, which is kind of cool. And you can hear the dual guitars right away. They're both playing kind of a rhythm sound, but they're there. And then the vocals come in. And they said this is a new vocalist for the group, but he sounds a lot like the previous vocalist from what I remember from the first Wishbone Ash album. And I haven't heard that album in many a year, but from what I remember, that was the sound that they used in the vocals. So this is kind of cool song. I like what I'm hearing so far. That drumming is really intense in here. So I don't know if it's because this is a maybe remastered version or a remix version. I'm not sure what version this is, but that drumming is very intense, way up front, and the guitars are like off to the side. That's kind of cool. Let's keep on going.
For his wife.
Okay, I'll just stop it real quick again. Not only do they have the dual electric guitars, and you can hear them, I mean, they're just right out there, but they have an acoustic guitar going on too. It's in my ear over on this side. So they actually got like three guitars going on, but two battling electric guitars, and that's kind of their thing. And that's what I kind of liked about their first album as well, the dual guitars. Let's keep on going. Okay, I was going to stop it because I thought the instrumental break was going to end and they're going to go into vocals, but they fooled me. They kept on playing in the instrumental break until this point right here. What I wanted to mention again was the dual guitar, and this is what's cool about this group. Okay, when they go into a instrumental break, both guitars are like playing the same notes, but and I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly, but they're playing them in a different key. So one is like tuned high and the other one's tuned low. It's almost like a duet, a pair of vocalists singing together, but it's the guitars that are doing the singing. And I think that is so cool how they do that. And they match up perfectly throughout that whole instrumental break. Just very, very cool. long fade out too. So it had a long fade in and a long fade out. The fade out was a little different than the fade in. The guitars faded out. They took the fade out. There was one part in here after I don't know if it was, I think it was the third verse, where there was another instrumental break. This time it was like a single guitar playing lead and the other guitar like playing rhythm. And I like the sound of that rhythm guitar. I think that enhanced the lead portion. So that was kind of different for them to not have the dual lead in that particular section of the song. Plus, there was a change up in that last verse as well. The music sort of was starting to go in a different direction. It kind of changed up how they were playing the guitar and the bass and the drum. But the thing that I noticed about this particular song was the outrageous drumming. The guy was just hot on the drums on this song. And like I said, they're mixed way up front on, at least on this version, on this video. Drumming was intense. I mean, that was really cool. I mean, I'm listening to it and it's going across my headphones and back and forth and back and forth. It was like, wow, that was a cool mix. I like the way they mixed that drum in there. But again, Wishbone Ash, dual lead guitars. That was what I noticed when I bought their first album. They had quite a number of long songs on there where they would just stretch out with those two guitars and just battle each other. And it's very similar to this particular song where they had that lengthy instrumental break and then the long fade out with the guitars playing. Very cool song. Loved it a lot. This whole album would be probably pretty good. I know I always wanted to buy the Argus album, and I never did. I don't know why. I never bought that one, and I've never heard it either. I mean, I have not heard this album either. So maybe something that maybe I start listening to some Wishbone Ash. But this is very cool. And I like the fact that that Alan talked about Fleetwood Mac being an influence to Wishbone Ash with the dual guitars, like Fleetwood Mac had the dual guitars, and then they influenced Judas Priest with dual guitars. So it's kind of neat how groups, listen to each other and then take away a little bit from that group and say, hey, let's take this and enhance it. So this is really good. I really enjoyed this a lot. So I hope you enjoyed it a lot. If you did, hit that like button. That'd be really appreciated. If you have any comments about Wishbone Ash doing the song Lady J, why don't you put it in the comments below? That'd be also really appreciated. Now I'm going to take a link to this video, which the video isn't much. It was just a cover of the album. There's the rub. But the sound was awesome. I thought the sound was really good on this video. So I'm going to take a link to this video, put it in my description below. So if you want to watch it again, click on that link. It'll play through without me stopping it. I'm also going to take a link to the channel that uploaded this video. Now I can't remember what the name of the channel. It was something like Wishbone Ash All Songs, I think is what the channel was called. And when I went to their channel, it was every Wishbone Ash song they took and made a video for. I thought that was pretty cool because they're a big fan of the group Wishbone Ash. So you might want to check out their channel and watch some more Wishbone Ash. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, why don't you do it right now? You got my video open. Go below the video, hit that thumbs up, or not the thumbs up, but the subscription button. Sorry about that. The subscription button, and you'll be making me very happy. If you go over here, ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. Good recommendation. Would have not thought of doing a Wishbone Ash song. So this was great. And it was fun because it was a song I had never heard before. And I think we're getting better. Like I said, I really liked their first album, but this was a class act. This was really a good song. So put a big smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.